Thank you so much. Karen Williams, Classification, Education Administration. And I want to thank you, President Ryan, for allowing the Vocational Committee to have this time to present these awards. They are called the Farm Worker of the Year Awards. And these are presented by Modesto Rotary, Ag Safe, and Stanislaus County Farm Bureau. The idea for this award came from a desire of our vocational committee because they wanted to honor essential workers in some way. And we talked about who those should be. And we decided farm workers were underappreciated for all the work they did during this pandemic that's still going on. And we decided to have an award that would bring awareness to people of what these workers have gone through in this pandemic and how while we were sheltering at home, they were out there providing us with food. I found out just now that this is also National Agricultural Day. Isn't that ironic? That was a happy circumstance that happened, happy accident. I'm thankful to have Teresa Keen's assistance as a fellow Rotarian member, and she recruited Anna Janassi from Farm Bureau, and between the two of them, they recruited two farmers, Monica Garcia and Eric Heinrich. And this committee is who put this event together, chose the winners for today's award, and I am so grateful for them and grateful what they did to inspire nominations to come in for this award. I also want to recognize the sponsors who provided some surprise cash awards. You guys didn't know about that, did you? And some plaques today for our winners. So those are Modesto Rotary, I can't say it, Amy, I'm sorry. She even coached me. MID, and other generous sponsors were Gold Leaf Farming, Chris Ricci Presents, Stanislaus County Farm Bureau, Dr. Phil Trumpeter, and Ross Lee. And we're also grateful for donations from Meredith Bronsma, PMZ, Dwan Fincher, Cypress Title, Doug Harms, and Sue Rich. Thank you to all those sponsors because they provided this today. I'm also thankful for Wes Page, who I introduced you to, for providing this video free of charge, and Never Boring, who did some visual aids for us that you'll see in a moment. At this time, I'm going to ask Anna and Teresa to come up to the mic and begin to introduce our award winners. While they are talking, this is key, award winners, please walk to the front and we'll give you your award as they introduce you to us. So walk up to President Ryan and he'll give you your award.
Okay, thanks, Karen. At this time, it's my pleasure to acknowledge Larry Allen Byrd. He is one of our nominees today. So Larry, if you could make your way up to Karen. He was nominated by Larry Byrd, his grandfather. You might notice the familiar relation there. So Larry is a fifth-generation farmer. With Larry's involvement on the ranch now, the Byrd family will be able to carry on its long tradition of raising cattle and growing almonds. Larry's worked for the family for full-time now for 2 years and enjoys checking on the cattle, fixing fence, farming, and irrigating. Thank you both, Larry and Larry, to your dedication to agriculture.
Next, we would like to honor Tim Sanders. So Tim, if you wouldn't mind making your way up. He was nominated by Arby Hubier. Tim is a local grower who attended Davis High School and MJC before earning his degree at UC Davis. Tim farms 200 acres plus on his own and is known for his work ethic, his knowledge, and his willingness to help a neighbor, like Fontana Farms. So thank you, Tim. Tim is an active Farm Bureau. Tim is active in Farm Bureau and donates his time and money to Camp Sylvester so future generations can enjoy the outdoors. So thank you, Tim.
All right, gang. Well, it's with great excitement that I introduce our third place winner, Ted Voss. So Ted Voss is actually joining us via Zoom today, and you'll understand here why in a second. So Tim was nominated by his dad, Charles, and Charles refers to Ted, commonly referred to as TJ, as his right-hand man. After school, he worked in construction and drove truck, but when there was an opportunity to come home and work on the farm, that's what he chose. So he's been with the family farm for 7 years. The timing was perfect. Ted's son Lincoln has needed several heart surgeries since his birth about 6 years ago, and Ted's work on his farm allows him the flexibility he needs to both be a good dad and a good grower. And as Ted said in his final remarks during his his interview, God has really watched over us. So thank you, TJ.
Okay. Now it is time to announce our second place winner, Joe Brazil. Joe, if you don't mind making your way up. Nominated by the Nunes family, Joe has a long history in agriculture and loves working with equipment. Joe has a tremendous work ethic and treats all the heifers and the farm as if it was his own. He's been checking in on things on his day off. The Nunes family describes Joe as one of the family and a guy who always gets the work done. Thank you, Joe, for your tremendous commitment to agriculture.
And now it is time to announce our first place winner, who is Razzo Barone, nominated. He was nominated by Bruce Byrd. Razzo has worked in agriculture since he was 16 years old, and for the last 35 years, he has worked for Blossom Hill, hired by Rodney, Bruce's grandpa. According to Bruce, Razzo is the heart and soul of the company. Please join us as we honor Razzo's contributions in this video.
Modesto Rotary Club, Stanislaus County Farm Bureau, and AgSafe present the 2021 Farm Worker of the Year Award. This year's winner, Razzo Barone.
I start to work and I learn driving the tractors and ride the pickup machines and do some lot of work and that time. But I enjoy it because I always like the farm, And after that, in 1984 or 85, I think Marvin passed away, and Ronnie Byrd, Bruce's grandfather, he take over. And after that, I started to work with these guys, for 35 years, doing pretty much the same thing, farm the walnuts and almonds.
Just one of those guys who puts his heart and soul into everything he does, especially his work. He cares about all the way through, from the company's perspective to his perspective to the employee's perspective, and he has a way of bringing the three together and in a really good, positive way that both brings up the employees but also helps get the job done, and I just really respect that and appreciative of it.
Ronnie, his grandfather, we stop here and we take a couple pictures. I said, well, Ronnie, we better take a couple pictures because it's going to be beginning the harvest this ranch. And always Ronnie pretty happy because he wants to see this ranch producing some walnuts. And I said, well, here we go, the time, let's take pictures.
This is pictures that we took right here in this spot. And this is Rodney and Razzo, both of them, and he was a special guy, obviously, to both of us very much, and he really was sort of a father figure, I've heard you say over the years, to you, and so it means a lot to you that this was happening. So basically, this ranch we got to develop together, my grandfather, myself, and Razzo, so it's kind of a multi-generational, let alone an entirely beautiful spot to be at.
And harvest, I love the dust myself. I love the dust. I like drive the sweeper and do the dusty. I really like that stuff. I enjoy it, and not because it's work, and I always like that. My favorite time is harvest. I have 3 girls, and I think somehow I pick it up Alex to do some farm. Yeah. And because we own some farm ourselves with Alex, I expected her, to keep doing that.
The way he treats our family is as if it's an extension of his family, just like we try to be with him. But it's just, the dedication in that way is just unbelievable. And the second half of that is that Alex is just awesome. She's professional, she's a hard worker, just like Razzo. And the two of them together are just, we couldn't be more lucky.
This process has just been such a blessing to be able to connect with folks like you. And I want to make sure it's noted that Modesto Rotary, AgSafe, Stanislaus County Farm Bureau came together, and this has just been a wonderful thing for us to be a part of and be able to acknowledge people like you.
I love to do my job every morning. I wake up and I feel good doing farm work. I guess this is my only job I have in my life, farming. That's it.
Thank you again, my Rotary family, for embracing this award and making it happen and being such an integral part of it. And I also want you to know that Fresno is looking at what we're doing, might copy us. Ag Commissioner is interested in what we're doing, might put information in the next annual report. So we are starting a movement, which I think is awesome. It started here. So thank you, Rotary.
Folks, I've talked up here many times about, the magic of this club, and just past President David and I were talking this very week about where you're in this spot and you just get to see the good things that happen. And I was told about this by Annalisa a couple months ago, and she said, "Hey, do you have time for a quick call?" And I said, "Yeah, of course I do." And she said, we want to do this and it's going to be great. And I said, "Yes, it is. It's going to be wonderful." So Annalisa and Karen and Teresa were the three main people from Moro involved with this. So let's give them a round of applause. We're just thanking these essential workers that don't get thanked all too often. So thank you again from our club. We really appreciate you.